Have you ever watched a pizza tower speedrun and see the runner turn around instantly like this? Well, this technique is actually called an Insta turn, and not only allows you to keep your speed whenever you need to change direction, but there are also multiple ways to perform one. So, how about I show you how to do Insta turns, and then you subscribe so I can have bragging rights. Good deal? Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into the easiest but slowest form of Insta turn first, which is the taunt buffered Insta turn. To perform one, make sure that you're running at Mark 3 speed or above, and then perform a jump grab by jumping into the air and then grabbing afterwards. In the air, you want to let go of run but keep holding the direction that you're currently moving in. Once you're on the ground, you'll enter a fast walk state. The longer you stay in this state, however, the more speed you lose, so be careful of that. In this state, taunt and then start holding run and then the opposite direction during the taunt animation. Once you're out of the taunt animation, you should be good to go. It's pretty easy once you get the muscle memory for it down, and while the delay is too long to save time in some spots, it still has plenty of different use cases even with this delay. Now, let's move on to the faster and more common form of Insta turn, which is called a pause buffered Insta turn. This type of Insta turn is set up in the same way as taunt buffered Insta turns, but you instead pause and then hold run in the opposite direction in the pause menu, then unpausing while holding these down. One way to make this faster is to bind back to your run bind. This allows you to press the opposite direction and then run to unpause. Once you get these down, they are like second nature, so don't worry if it takes you a while to figure them out, because you're secretly learning and developing the muscle memory along the way. Naturally, because of the short delay of pause buffered Insta turns, they are the form of Insta turn preferred by speedrunners and have more spots where they are viable in runs. You can also do the inputs that you would normally buffer for an Insta turn on the frame that the grab animation ends to perform an unbuffered Insta turn. But because of how hard this is and how little time it saves over a good pause buffer, this is typically only used in TASs, so I won't go into that too much. Finally, there's another technique that is only possible in certain cases, but can be much easier than a regular Insta turn. If you jump and then uppercut against a low ceiling while holding run, and then start holding the opposite direction, you can in some cases perform what's called an updog. It really is as simple as changing your direction during the uppercut, no letting go of run or buffering required. You tend to see these updogs replace pre-existing Insta turns, especially in this section of Bloodsauce dungeon, where 3 Insta turns were fully replaced by these updogs. And that's it for Insta turns. God, that was a doozy to get through. But hopefully now you can go out there and learn how to implement these Insta turns for yourself. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you around.